Yeah. We back in it. Ho, is you daft? I'm just gonna master my craft. I got my team at my side, controlling the tide, and you in a raft. No grip on your path, you here for the ride, but know you might crash. I know you won't try it, yes I did the math. You're not trying to clash, and I have to laugh.
Yo. Most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. I'ma blame you. You got some ham? Bro, what am I talking about? But yeah, this is some creepy stuff. Shout out Halloween, man. I think this one might go on Halloween. So, hopefully it's not too creepy. But y'all enjoy it, man. Let's get straight into it.
In April 2019, a
that's
YouTuber
loud.
named Jason uploaded a video to his channel, Abbey Mountain Trekkers, in which he recorded footage of his solo overnight trip to the mountains. His channel is dedicated to all things outdoors, in which Jason frequently uploads videos of his adventures hiking, camping, and surviving in the woods. In this particular video, his hike up to the mountain
far
is
hiking
pretty
stick.
uneventful, and as soon as he arrives at the campsite, Jason begins setting up his tent and shows his viewers how he starts a fire as the sun begins to set. As he waits for the day to end, he tries his luck at spoon carving, and this is when he reports hearing a strange sound coming from the top of one of the mountains.
I always want to
He
learn
lights
how
it
to
up
make
as a bird or
tools.
some other small animal and continues setting up for the night. At about 9 o'clock, he turns his camera off to go to bed, but less than an hour later, he wakes up to a strange sound that he says he's never heard before in his life.
Oh.
He mentions it sounded like some sort of guttural animal call, but because it came from pretty far away, he couldn't identify what it was.
Guttural animal call.
I've never heard anything like that in my life. It sounded like a mix between almost like a pig, some kind of, I'm not even.
The chupacabra.
Pig, an ape, and
Oh no.
like
Oh no.
velociraptors
Velociraptor.
communicate with each other on Jurassic Park.
No. I don't even know. See, the thing about Jason right here, it might be too late for him to leave because you're in their territory now. All you could know, they could have those night vision eyes, so they seeing you in the dark. They really already hunting you. You're in their territory now. Feel me? So it's like, Jason, you can't really do nothing, and you got a fire going. They know exactly where you are. That's why you gotta keep the blick. That's all I be telling these people. I don't be telling them, but
Shaken after the rude awakening,
oh my,
he
that's
tries to go
loud.
back to bed. But just a few hours later, at around 1 a.m., he wakes up again to what he describes as the sound of something or someone circling his tent.
Imagine there's like 10 wolves just circling his. Listen, guys, listen. That don't sound like no human.
Whatever it is, it sounded like there was 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
It started on the other side of my camp.
Is there only one Bigfoot, or there's like different Bigfoots? Big feets. Big feeted.
If you look closely at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the reflection of what appears to be 1 or 2 sets of eyes as he pans his flashlight over them. Although there are many animals with eyes that reflect light at night, based on the fiery white color of the reflection,
Did he see that?
it's very likely that Jason was being observed by wolves or coyotes.
I knew it was
Don's eyes will also give off a
coyotes
white
too.
reflection, but considering that it was around 1 a.m. when this happened,
I
it's
was thinking it's
unlikely that a
wolves.
dog would be walking around in the mountains so close to his campsite. Coyote and wolf attacks on humans are rare, as both species tend to avoid human contact, but they can still become very aggressive if they feel threatened.
How many
especially
wolves
if they're
y'all
close to
taking?
If this were the
'Cause
case,
me,
Jason would be in
y'all
great
ever watch,
danger, but chilling.
Back at the barnyard where it's like, I will stand my ground. You know I won't back down. Yeah, that on type timing. Oh, this is dad, bro. Give me a guitar. I'm probably taking at least 30 coyotes. I'm not saying that I'm leaving unscathed though. You feel me? Like it's gonna be like, the one jump, break his neck. The other one, do. I'm gonna be using their bodies, slinging them against each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but wolves, I don't really know. Wolves be kind of bigger. I'll probably take 4 or 5. Hopefully they don't have synchronized attacks, because then it's really going. I might walk out of there like no arm, maybe like one of those claw marks across my eyes, but that's like aura for real. So I'm fine with that.
He doesn't even seem to notice the eyes watching him as he scans the area with his flashlight. Luckily, he went back to his tent and slept safely through the night. When he woke up the next morning, he recorded another update for his viewers, but he never mentioned the eyes that his camera had captured the night before.
Maybe you didn't see him.
Never noticed.
Yeah, facts.
After this video, there were no additional updates on the incident.
Good stuff, Jason. I'm glad you made it out of there alive.
In 2021, YouTuber Matt Fields spent the night in a dark cave in the middle of nowhere in Australia after his friend told him about an
a dark
unsettling
cave
experience he had in that cave and dared him to spend the night there
This
alone.
tattoo's kind of hard.
Matt's channel is a bit more extreme than other outdoor exploration channels, and his videos often feeture him leaving
That's a big
civilization
fish.
behind and going to remote locations for days.
3
living only
days
off the
solo
fishy
survival,
creatures and the
no
animals he
food,
hunts.
no water, no shelter. 29 million views. Get the merch here. 300. Only a pocket knife on an island, bro. He's wild. He's a real
In the
survivor
video,
for
he
real.
mentions that he didn't bring any water to the trip, hoping to find water to drink in the cave. After about 4 hours of walking, he finally finds the cave and climbs down the man-made ladder inside. Venturing deeper inside the cave, Matt crawls into the different holes he finds to see if any of them lead anywhere.
I don't know if that's a
Around
good
this time,
idea.
He started hearing a couple of rocks falling near the entrance and the sound of some sort of animal walking around. At one point in the video, he mentions he feels like he's being watched, and things get a little more disturbing at around 11 p.m. when he begins to eat his baked beans for dinner.
Ooh, baked beans. I thought he said no food. Maybe that's a different video.
That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my god. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goose.
Mine the same,
The
twin.
chain's moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that.
Yeah, wrap it up. You just chilling in the
When Matt
cave?
recorded
Is it
this
warm in
video,
there?
It
It can't
wasn't a
be.
windy night at all, and the fact that the chain is moving can only mean that there's someone or something down there with him.
That chain moved just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before.
You're talking pretty
I'm
loud.
100% certain it's the chain that I walked in that you climbed
He's
down
not
and
even
it's
trying to be
moving.
quiet.
Now, you can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even Holy.
My nigga, why are you talking so loud?
God. Look. You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude.
Bro, stop talking. Stop, please. What do you do? Turn off your light, turn off your camera, get your baked beans, bro. Get up out of there.
I've got my backpack back on, and I'm booting on out of here. I just heard a sound. It's
Why
not
is he
normal,
talking
it's
so
definitely not a normal
loud?
Sound, and I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably about 2 hours, 2.5 hours after I checked in with you guys, so it would be around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, and that sound was not normal.
So they're gonna know exactly where you are, bro. This is the.
Get out of here.
Sorry, Siri.
After the creepy noises subside, he changes his mind about leaving the cave and decides to spend the rest of the night near the entrance. A couple of hours later, he reported hearing hissing sounds that sounded like human voices, but after walking around the cave, he couldn't find anything that could be making those noises. Aside from big animals, the worst thing that could have happened to Matt is to have come across a hostile squatter living in the cave, although it's unclear why anyone would want to live down there. Fortunately, he made his way out of the cave safely as soon as the sun rose.
Okay,
Never went back
cool,
to that
but
cave
like, yeah, never go back. Please never go back. I think I
Rody
zoned
is a
out for a
channel
second. I
dedicated
forgot a
to
little bit what
authentic
happened.
living, in which the uploader usually posts videos about what life is like living out of his truck and traveling around the country. The videos are
Dang, he's
usually
playing
peaceful,
Xbox.
with an emphasis on the beauty of nature and independent living.
See, I like his type of
This
style
particular
videos.
video is a bit more disturbing than the rest.
Hmm?
In December 2017, Rody uploaded footage of an incident that took place earlier that year while he was car camping in a parking lot. At around 1:30 a.m., a hooded man started walking around his truck and taking pictures of his license plates. Because the back of the truck where the uploader was sleeping was pretty much pitch black, the man probably didn't see anyone in there and continued to suspiciously walk around the truck for several minutes, unaware that he was being recorded.
Oh
After
nah.
a while, the man makes his way to the
He tried to
side of
lit the
truck
hood
and
too.
tries to shine the flashlight inside, which is when the uploader decides to take action to protect himself and let the man know he's there. Immediately after the uploader bangs his fist on the inside of the truck, the suspicious man runs away.
Yeah.
It's unclear what exactly.
This one's just weird, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He about to steal the car or something?
He
Yeah.
was probably planning a carjacking. Fortunately, the uploader was able to get away safely and spend the night elsewhere. Gary and Amica are a father-daughter duo from Scotland who make videos about their travels around
Is that the
Europe
one
in
that...
their camper
Oh,
van.
no, never mind.
The videos are usually pretty wholesome and entertaining, but in this particular video, Gary and Amica had a pretty disturbing encounter.
Amica's a fine
This
name.
footage was uploaded in March of 2023 during a trip to Tensmere Forest in
Black
North
people
Scotland.
would name it Amica.
As they were walking through the woods, Amica told her dad she heard voices somewhere near them, and after searching for a while, this is what they found.
We just stopped to look in these woods.
Who's that?
How scary that is. Put the torch on.
Yo,
There's even one on the ladders.
that freaked me out, bro. Does not look real? Does this not look real? I was like, who's that lady right there, bro? That low key like spooked me. Who is making these? See, this has to be a psycho killer. I come to a conclusion. I don't really like this one. What is this? You set up a ladder for them to sit there? Obviously, they're trying to tell you that you're being watched or that this is not a safe place for you to be around. Like, they gotta be crazy.
Falling over. Look at the one on the ladders.
Amica, chill, Amica. Amica. you had me thinking it was somebody crawling on the ground over there. Imagine one of them is a real person just standing still.
In addition to dozens of creepy mannequins dressed up in costumes, they came across some pretty unsettling paintings hanging outside the little cabin in the middle of the woods. I did some research and found several other channels that featured the strange cabin, but the only information I could find was that the mannequins and paintings were probably set up there at some point in 2021. It's unknown what exactly the purpose of all this is, but whoever set it up clearly went through a lot of trouble to make it as creepy as possible. As Gary and Amica make
They're
their way
trying to
out of the
keep y'all
woods, the door
out.
starts to
Y'all not
open
listening.
on the other side, and Gary starts to get a little freaked out. Fortunately, they were able to make it back to the van without having to cross the car's path. As of this video's upload, there have been no further updates on the creepy discovery.
They got the sprinter. Dang, don't take Amica back to no place like that, please.
This game,
What are you even thinking?
you're not ready.
In 2018, a YouTuber named John uploaded this video to his channel Lost Lakes, in which he posts about his backcountry camping adventures in Canada.
Maintaining
The
sanity.
video was taken at around 3:30 a.m. at a remote location west of Chapleau, Ontario, where, according to John, there was no cell phone signal.
Well, I am living every solo camper's nightmare right now. There appears to be an
Is he in the
animal of
tent?
some kind pacing around my tent,
Oh, I thought that was him for a second.
and then around 3:30, I started to hear
Cherry.
sound. And 45 minutes later, it's still pacing around out there.
The only thing you could do is go to sleep.
Considering he was camping in a remote location in the black bear capital of the world, it's very likely that there was a bear or some other large animal outside the tent. Although it's rare for bears to attack campers, it has been known to happen. Other animals such as moose or wildcats can also pose a threat to campers if they ever feel threatened or provoked, and in those cases, a feeble camping tent won't offer a lot of protection against an angry 600-pound animal.
Yeah?
It's much more common for people to be harassed by other people than by animals, but in this case, the footsteps don't sound very human. To maintain sanity, John shows
Oh, he
us
got an
some of the
axe.
things he brought along on his
Okay,
camping
got some
trip
bear
to
spray?
protect himself against
Oh, that's a
animals,
horn.
which include a hatchet, bear spray, and
Oh, it is a
hair
bear spray.
horn.
And a
At
hair
the
horn.
end of the video, he mentions his car is right outside the tent, but he can't find his key and probably left it in the car. But in the end, he
Can't
slept
find
through
your
the
key.
night safely.
Yeah,
He never found out what exactly.
yeah,
was
the only
lurking
thing you
under.
can do in that situation is go to sleep, because what you gonna do? Leave the tent? Face the bear?
Most
Lock
campers will
eyes?
say they're more afraid of running into ill-intentioned people rather than aggressive animals on their camping trips, and this footage is the perfect example of why. Love Sundays is a channel run by a man named Sean who uploads videos of his solo camping adventures in the UK. In a video he uploaded in September 2022, he shows what happened one night when he camped on the side of the road in Cornwall. Technically, he wasn't supposed to be camping there due to parking regulations, so he made every effort possible to make it seem less obvious that he would be spending the night on the side of the road. Before the sun sets, he goes into his van and starts making dinner, making as little noise as possible to avoid
You got a cool little, you know what I'm
Around
saying?
9 p.m., he turns off the lights and goes to bed. Everything seems to be going just fine, but at around 2 a.m., Sean's night takes a pretty unsettling turn.
Someone knocked. Are they trying to get in? No blick in there? No shotgun?
They literally tried to get in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what it sounds like.
It's not uncommon for solo campers to be asked to move somewhere else in the middle of the night, especially when you're parked somewhere where you're not supposed to be. But in this case, it's highly unlikely that this was a police officer or some other person with the authority to tell them to move, as in these cases,
They didn't even say
almost
nothing.
always knock first and announce themselves verbally. Once they have your attention, they'll ask you to leave, but they won't just walk up to a van on the side of the road and start trying the door handle without announcing their intentions. It's much more likely that someone was trying to break into Sean's van. Luckily, whoever was trying to break in left after only a few seconds, and Sean
Didn't
wasn't
bring no
bothered by them
tools.
again. These kinds of encounters can be extremely disturbing, but luckily Sean woke up the next morning unharmed and was on his way to his next destination shortly after.
Dang, this was pretty good. I like this one. Short and sweet. I don't know if I like the idea of camping alone. But you know, I gotta keep the blicky with me. But also it's just like, I don't know. Alone though is kind of crazy also. Like if I had like somebody with me, like Shawty or something, it would be a little bit easier. Even though I feel like I would have to protect them, which maybe they could probably protect themselves, but I don't know what I'm talking about. But thank y'all for watching. Let me know if y'all would do solo camping trips, you know what I'm saying, stuff like this. Y'all tune into the next video. Thank y'all for watching, man. For real.
Ain't friends, we ain't buds. Tough luck, yeah, I'm different than I was. Puff, puff, I'm just looking for a buzz. Up, up, and away I go. We ain't friends, we ain't buds. Tough luck, yeah, I'm different than I was. Puff, puff,